Okay, so I have another message, and it is Matthew 24, the temple tax. After Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of the 2 drachma tax came to Peter and asked, "Doesn't your teacher pay the temple tax?" "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. "What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes, from their own sons or from others?" "From others," Peter answered. "Then the sons are exempt." Jesus said to him, "But so that we may not offend them, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4 drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." Okay, so I was getting a message that for some of you, um, you could have an individual who, there's an individual, okay, who essentially got forced into participating in some type of either a sex ritual, some type of sex party, or a menage a trois type of situation, orgy type of energy. And this person could have got an invitation, like a secret invitation to come to some type of event or party or something of that nature. Now, for some of you, it could have been some people from your job who invited somebody who they knew you were interested in. It could have been some people from this person's job. It could have been this person's family members. It could have been your family members. But yeah, this individual got this invitation and they went. And it feels like the person who really wanted this individual, um, the person who really wanted this individual, um, I'm trying to figure it out. They wanted to have sex with that individual, is what I'm seeing. So they had wanted to have sex with that individual. So it was like, it feels like there was a man and a woman who coerced this man, okay, to come to this secret party, secret event, secret meeting, secret club, whatever this was. I'm not sure if this man knew exactly what he was getting into. It could have just been a situation where these individuals kept asking this person, like, "Do you want to hang out? Do you want to hang out?" Okay. And they could have been like trying to get him to hang out multiple times. And so whether this was like an actual event where there was a lot of people, or this could have just been like a little private little get together at someone's home or something of that nature. But it, what it turned out to be was, I don't think it was what this man thought it was going to be. I don't think he went in knowing like, okay, I'm about to go to a sex party, or I'm about to have an orgy, or I'm about to have a menage a trois, or I'm about to go to a club where they, do orgies and things of that nature, or something of that nature. I don't know, whatever this was. I don't personally believe he knew. I just think he thought he was going to hang out with these people, and he finally gave in, you know what I'm saying? Because they kept asking him. It was like they kept asking him, you know what I'm saying? So like they had been working on this man, trying to get him to come, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to get him to loosen up, trying to get him to open up, because his energy keeps coming up like this. Like he's just very standoffish. Like he really stays to himself. He don't be wanting to be bothered type of energy, like he not interested. But it could have initially been as well too. The person, it was one person who was really interested in him, and they kept, maybe this was that person that kept working on him, like, trying to get him to come out, trying to get him to go to whatever this was, whether it was at a home or whether it was at like an actual venue, wherever this was. Okay, a venue, a, a private home, a hotel room, wherever this was. Okay, but there was a particular person who really wanted him, you know what I'm saying? But it was a man and a woman, so it feels like maybe the woman really wanted him, but whatever, somebody really wanted him out of these 2 people who kept like coming to him, trying to get him to go out. The and whoever the person was who knew the other individual, you know wanted this individual, like they I guess were just in cahoots. Essentially, somebody was playing wing man or wing woman, and then the other person was a person who really wanted this individual and kept like trying to work on this person. But I guess maybe they, like, I don't know if they was trying to do individually, like trying to get this person to go out with them individually, and when they saw that this person wasn't interested, because that's what I kept picking up, whoever the person who really wanted this individual, which they coming up with like very strong water sign energy, the person who wanted this individual, they could have been trying to maybe just get this person to come out with them by themselves, and that could have been where this person kept being like, no, I'm not gonna come out, I'm not interested. So then this is where that water sign person could have been like, okay, well, I know this person talked to you, so if you get this person to, you should get this person to come out or whatever like that. Now, yeah, so that person, so it could have been like the wingman who kind of like helped coerce to make this person feel comfortable. So the wingman could have been like, oh, I'm gonna come, so you should come or whatever. And then maybe this is finally when that person was like, okay, yeah, I'll go since you're gonna be there, because I don't really want to just go hang out with that person by myself, you know what I mean? Because it was something about that person's energy which was very like thirsty, you know what I mean? And so I feel like when I feel like when the individual got to wherever they were, to someone's home, to this room, to the venue, whatever it was, somebody saw what was going on, and then they was like, well, you can't leave essentially until you finish, you know what I'm saying? Or until everyone finish, or until I'm finished, I don't know. Or until you come. I don't know. It was something very explicit. Somebody was like you can't leave until like everybody come, or till you come, or till I come, or some shit like that. So it feels like eventually like it could have turned into like an argument or something of that nature. Like it went from somebody not being told what was really going on to somebody kind of got like forced into like bullied, you know what I'm saying, into like participating into something that they didn't really want to participate in. So this may have been the first occasion, okay? So for some of you, you're dealing with a person who initially they got invited to have some little secret meetings and shit of that nature. Initially they weren't interested in it, and then it feels like maybe this became like something that they normally did. They would all go out and do this. Now, what I'm seeing is for some of you, this could have became regular for this individual to do this with this group of people. Okay. For others of you, it could have been a one-time situation where this person got invited somewhere. This individual ended up getting drugged. Okay, so they could have been invited out to go for drinks or things of that nature. And then somebody could have ended up putting something in this person's drink or getting this person to take something unbeknownst to them. I heard LSD. Okay, so that could have been something that somebody ingested unknowingly, and this is how somebody was able to get somebody to be in a very vulnerable situation so that they could participate, because it feels like either way, whether this was the first time and then somebody wanted to leave, it feels like whether this is the first time or whether on the initial occasion that's what happened. Okay, and then somebody continued to go back and continue to participate, and then this could be why somebody could have a drug addiction, is what I'm getting. Someone could have a drug addiction because somebody could have got introduced to some type of drug in this manner by going to this, having these sex party rituals, whatever the fuck this is. And then for others of you, somebody got drugged one time, and then something could have got filmed and recorded, and then when someone, I guess, became cognizant of what happened and what had occurred and what somebody had did, somebody could have been saying that they were going to blackmail somebody. They were going to blackmail somebody to tell like what happened or whatever, and show, what happened in this situation. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. Now, the other thing I'm picking up could be for some of you. This could have happened to some of you, and maybe you don't know. So either this is the person coming towards you, or this is something that occurred to you. So either this is how you got into something, and or this could happen to you and maybe you don't even remember. Like you may not even remember this like when you were younger. So someone could have slipped some drugs in your drink and got you to act out of character. Wow. Interesting. So some of you may not even know this. So there could be other people who know all this shit about you. They could be blackmailing you behind your back, okay? These people are going to jail, period, okay? These people are going to go to jail. Either way, whether this is somebody coming towards you and this is what happened, or this is somebody who um or this is a situation that happened to you and you don't even know about it. These people are going to jail. But let me get back to the story. So for some of you, this could happen to you and you don't even know. Like, you are unaware of what is going on and you got all this drama around you. And maybe you're not aware like why what the issue is, but you may not have known that somebody slipped some shit in your drink, or somebody slipped something to you to get you to act a certain type of way and to be doing something. And then they sat there and fucking filmed you unknowingly. Someone could have you. This has come up before about somebody having like a porno tape, but it's not like a porno tape because you didn't willingly make this. And then it's also, you also got drugged. So, okay. So it's not legitimate. It's like somebody manufactured some shit. It's one thing if a person just is hypersexual and they acted on that. But then it's another thing when a motherfucker know that they sat there and drugged you purposely and then sat there and recorded you so that they could blackmail you. Wow. Okay. Anyways, these people are going to jail. So the thing is, if this is a person coming towards you, this person had to go along with something because they felt like they didn't want to be embarrassed. Okay. For others of you, this could be a situation where this was something that became normal for this individual because they initially did it, and they kind of got into it and it just became something that they were doing. So this could be someone who, like, they don't know how to tell you this. And these are individuals who know that they did this to this person. And I'm going to reiterate one more time. They are going to go to jail for doing this. Whether it was to you or the person who coming towards you, or the person who wants to come towards you, but they've maybe been too embarrassed to tell you that this happened. I feel like that's just one of the things. The other thing could be a situation where they could have tried to get this person to rob you. So it's like multiple things where they're like trying to set this person up. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have tried to get this person to rob you, tried to get this person to steal from you. They could have tried. It's like it's like they tried to frame this person for sleeping with other people so that they could come and show you that, this person was cheating on you. It's like these people have been doing like multiple things to try to like ruin you and this person's connection. And you have to really stop and ask yourself, what you must be special. It's not even why. The thing is, you must be special, and your connection with this person must be very special, because the fact that somebody would go out of their way to drug somebody, okay, the fact that somebody would do all this, you know what I'm saying, and try to blackmail somebody because they see that this is the thing. For the individual where this person, he kept going back and this just became normal, he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. So when he decided he didn't want to be a part of this no more, this is when this became a problem. He could have even, in fact, told individuals that he was interested in you, and when they knew who he was, the person who wanted him could have been like, oh, I want her too. So he was like, go tell her. Like, since you want her, go proposition her, see if she want to do it. Because I feel like he was like, because I want her. Like, I think he was like, I want her, or I want her to myself type of thing. But he was like, it's almost like he was like, if you bad, you know what I'm saying? Go tell her. Go tell her that you want to have a threesome with her or some shit like that. Like, because I think he just wanted to see, like, let's see how this go. But I feel like she could have kept trying to. I don't think she ever was able to do it. I don't think she was ever able to proposition you, and that made her mad. For whatever reason, that made her mad that you weren't interested. But I don't think she ever asked you. That's the thing as well either. But no, I don't I don't think you were about to be down with that. Because she got too mad. You know what I'm saying? But this could also be a situation, either he told her to come ask you, you know what I'm saying, like whatever, or he could have told her that like he want to be with you seriously. So he could have been doing this while he was with you. So you may not have known that he was still doing this, whatever, with having these little threesomes and shit like that, threesomes, orgies, whatever the fuck he was doing, and he was still doing that while he was with you, and he didn't tell you that, okay? And because it feels like every time maybe he tried to leave, they would reel him back in. You know what I'm saying? Like they would reel him back in. And at this point, if he had been doing it multiple times, especially if there's drug usage going on, he probably has formed some type of like addiction at this point. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how they would get him roped back in. So he became, yeah, he it was an addiction, you know what I'm saying, addicted to doing this, you know, probably. I don't know what LSD does to a person. I don't really care to know. I don't want to know. But what I'm saying is whatever he was feeling, or whatever drug that he was on, or whatever, you know, that was being used and incorporated in this, he probably was getting some type of euphoric type of energy from it, and he became addicted to that. So that's how you get addicted to things, you know what I'm saying? Like you chase that feeling, you chase that high. So I feel like when he decided he wanted to leave, okay, to come towards you, okay, because for some of you, I'm getting like this could be a person who like he wanted to be with you. You know, he came into contact with you, and he felt he started to realize he had real feelings for you. I don't feel like this is nobody who you've been with. This is not gonna be somebody who you was like already in a solidified relationship with. I feel like this is a situation where you met this person, he was into some shit that you didn't know he was into, and he still maintained doing that while he was with you, only because people kept roping him back in, and also always saying that they was going to threaten to either expose him and or expose him to you. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was being blackmailed, and he was addicted as well too. So he kept going back doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting. For others of you, I just kind of feel like where this was a one-time situation where he was drugged initially and he didn't go back, and when he came to find out what happened, I feel like he stopped doing it. It was just a one-time thing, but he was being blackmailed. So the way how he was able to maintain this was they told him that he can't talk to you. So if he stopped talking to you or he ghosted you, that's why he stopped talking to you. But he also stopped dealing with them. But he wasn't able to, he couldn't tell you. So I don't know, maybe he had to like, I don't know if he had to sign some type of non-disclosure agreement or something of that nature, or it was just the fact of him being blackmailed, you know, and that ruining his reputation was such a frightening thing for him that he just chose not to even talk to you. He just decided like he was just gonna leave and move on. Now this is the thing. For some of you, this is not a one-off situation. This is a situation where you could have family members who have done this to you regularly. So you could have lovers, okay, or boyfriends or husband. No, I don't think. I mean, it could be husband. I don't really get that though. This more so feels like this could be several like. Let's just call it lovers, people you were in relationships with who were doing this to the people who you were with. So they were purposely going behind your back, sabotaging you. And like I said, I feel like either they were getting these individuals to sign non-disclosure agreements, and or it was just the fact that them having this information be bust out was just, they felt like it was just too much. You know what I'm saying? Like that it would just ruin their reputation, and they probably felt like, well, she's probably never going to want to talk to me again, you know, cuz because of what they found out. Like, I mean, if he's over there and he's having threesomes, I mean, there was a man energy there. So it wasn't just like he was with all females. Is not what I'm picking up. I mean, in some instances, maybe it could be, but I did feel like there was a man presence there. You know what I'm saying? So there at least was one man. Okay. But I just feel like, this is something that he's afraid to come tell you. It's all these things that these people have been trying to store up on him when in fact they're still going to go to jail because they're criminals at this point. You know what I'm saying? Whether these are people at your job who purposely set someone up who they knew was interested in you, or this is somebody who they could have known who from these type of little events. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm picking up several different things. For some of you, this is like some type of event that this person was invited to, and then people from your job could have been at this shit, and then they seen your person there, and then this could have happened where they got him to come to some type of little, they kept getting him to come back to that, or they got him to come to something else because they're like, oh, I recognize him from that event that we went to, this little sex party thing. You know what I'm saying? It could be like some like, yeah, little sex party club or some shit like that that people get invited into or whatever. So I feel like it could be people from your job. It could be family members. It could be his family members. It could be your family members who was doing this to this individual. But I kind of feel like, I just feel like for some of you, this is not a one-off situation. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be brought to your attention that there were multiple people who were in your life who were lovers that this was done to purposely. But then they never told you because either they could have got paid for this. That's number one. Okay. So maybe this is on some type of porno site or some shit like that. They could have got paid for this. They could have, you know, so this is either so it still comes down to them being paid to leave you, because if they can't speak about it, then they walk away, they take the money, they can't talk about it. But then they also can't maybe talk to you ever again after that, either because of the guilt, the shame, the embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? Or the fact that these individuals was like, well, if you talk to this person, you gonna either have to pay that money back, you know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna have like, because I don't know, it could just be a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of shit. This I'm just this could be a lot of shit because I'm just getting, this could be energy where they could have had minors there. Okay, they could have had minors at this shit. So I just feel like it could be a lot of things going on where it was purposely set up for these individuals to fail. But at the same time, this was purposely set up for individuals to try to ruin your relationship or your relationships if this was multiple people. And I feel like you could have a lot of disgruntled exes, you know, because coming to, because you, if this is your family, okay, and or if this is your coworkers, this could be people who felt like they told this person like you were into this, but you're not. And this person came to know this, that you're not into this. They know that you're not into this. Obviously, you were never at the fucking events, the parties. You never got invited. You never got invited to this. You know what I'm saying? It was like everyone knew about this but you. And not to say that you wanted to go, but I'm just saying like the fact that people went through this much work to try to sabotage your love life. You know, I just think it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That people have this much time on their hands to try to bring you down because they don't respect themselves and they want to ruin everything around you. Like this is literally the definition of misery loves company, you know? It just feels like there's so much intertwined energy going on with this. Like I said, for some of you, these are one-off situations where this could have been a group of people at your job, saw you was happy, saw you was in a relationship, was nosy as hell, wanted to find out, oh, who was this person in a relationship with? And or it could have been the person who was interested in you. Somebody, you know, realized that this person was in a relationship. They wanted this individual because he seemed unattainable. So then they're like, oh, let's try to figure out, you know, how we can get him into this. And then they realize he was interested in you. So then they're like, oh, okay, well, let's ruin that. This could be his family members trying to set him up, you know, and shit, because they're seeing, you know, he's finally, you know, about to be in a relationship where he's happy. And then this could be your hating ass family members who have just always been doing this shit to you behind your back. Because this is what I'm seeing. This could be behind your back. This is always what was going on. You never knew that you had all these people who were secretly starting drama behind your back with your lovers. You didn't know this. You didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? But this also could have been the fact that individuals started to do this because they saw what you were about to become. They knew what your future was. For some of you, this shit could have been going on since you were little, since you were young. Because I'm even getting energy here. Like I said, I keep getting energy. There's an investigator here, okay? Or there's a huge ass investigation going on. And for some of you, your name has been brought up in shit that you don't even know about. Like I said, point in case. If you have coworkers who are into this shit and they brought somebody who was you were seeing into this, well, they are being investigated. They're going to go to jail. If this is family members of yours who, you know, have been doing this shit behind your back, they're being investigated. They're going to go to jail. It is a huge situation going on. And these people are all going to fucking go to jail. They're going to go to jail for the things that they were doing in the past. And I feel like you were being brought up. Now, the other thing I want to take it back to is they could have been saying that you were into this, but you have not been found to have any traces of being involved in this. And what people started to realize was that, oh, individuals secretly had a lot of animosity towards this individual. That's what they're realizing. It's like, I don't know how people thought that they were going to tell on you and try to get you in trouble just to be investigated to so that they can end up going to jail for lying. Because when it comes down to it, they were jealous of you. They were jealous of you. So they wanted to create a problem because they saw how much attention you were getting. They wanted to create a problem because they saw how successful you were. They wanted to get a problem. They wanted to create a problem because they saw that you were getting positive praise and recognition at your job. These are family members seeing other people uphold you, that you carry yourself with a certain type of energy. So people wanted to try to create a problem for you because it's like, how dare this person, shine and be bright and be attractive? You know what I'm saying? When they're over here selling ass and doing all types of shit for things over here that they chose to do. Like, that's the path that you chose to do. But it's like people want to always bring people into some bullshit. If you want to be a fuck off, go fuck off by yourself. You want to be into certain shit, go do that yourself. But it's like, why do weird, whack people always want to try to bring somebody else into some bullshit? Like, you can't even stand on your own and be about like what you're on and be proud about that. But it's like people want to tie other people into that. Like, well, no, I don't want to be the only one looking like I do this. Then what the fuck are you doing it for? If you don't even, like, if you can't even stand to like admit that you do this shit, then what the fuck are you really doing it for? Like, you don't even have a reason at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because you look stupid now. You look hella stupid. Because what did it get you? It got you nothing. It got you nothing. And these were individuals who wanted to have some type of, oh, let me come bring this news to bust this person out. Okay. And you're going to jail and you still gonna look stupid. You're gonna look stupid because you tried to get somebody robbed. You're gonna look stupid because you tried to get somebody jumped. You're gonna look stupid because you tried to get somebody put in jail and you lied on them. You're gonna get stupid because you sat there and drugged somebody. You're gonna look stupid because you sat there and was trying to collect evidence to blackmail somebody because you're mad because they don't want to be with you. You're mad because somebody is successful. You're mad because someone's attractive. You're mad because someone's younger than you. You're mad because you're not getting the person that somebody else is getting. You did all of that just to end up going to jail because you're stupid. I mean, because that's just really what it looks like. Caused all this attention to be brought on your whole little freaky hobby that you were into, your little kinks and your fetishes, just to be exposed because you're trying to sit over here and expose somebody else because you're over here falsely recording individuals who didn't give you permission to be recording them. You're drugging people. And then there's individuals in this energy over here trying to bribe police officers or court officials to try to make evidence go away or to try to like get someone put away or to get someone killed and things of that nature. No, that's not okay. That is not okay. And every single person who has something to do with this, you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that because you don't get to sit here and ruin somebody else's life and reputation because of the choices that you chose. You chose that. You wanted so bad to be out here living whatever this life was, and then was sitting here trying to get other people roped in and involved in this bullshit who shouldn't have been involved in it. Making people lose out a lot. There's a lot of people who lost out a lot because of this. Because of this. So that's just what it is. Some people thought that they was going to come to you with some evidence, trying to bust you out, trying to blackmail you because they drugged you, okay? And trying to put a sex tape out on you. Okay, well, you're going to jail. They thought that they were about to bust your lover out because they have him, doing sexual acts or in, some type of whatever. You're going to jail. Okay, you're going to jail and you just look stupid. It just makes you look pathetic and it just makes you look desperate and it just makes you look miserable that you had to stoop to that type of a low level just to try to block someone else from being in a relationship. You look like an ass. That's what you look like. That's all you look like. You're not embarrassing anyone. You're embarrassing yourself because you had to lower yourself so fucking low. Like you were lower than dirt. You were lower than scum to do this to someone because you're jealous of somebody wanting to be in a relationship. You're jealous because somebody wants to move on with their life. You're jealous because somebody don't want to participate in something that they don't want to participate in anymore. You're jealous because somebody don't want to participate and be bound to something. They have a right to change their mind. See, this is just a situation where somebody wanted to play God over someone's life because you don't get to do that. Like you don't get to hold someone captive. You don't get to enslave someone because that's essentially what this sounds like right here. You don't get to enslave someone, okay? And try to make them think that they have to do what you want them to do. They don't have to do anything. Just being weird. Anyways, so let me wrap this up. Deuteronomy 10. When you have eaten and are satisfied, praise the Lord your God for the good land he has given you. Be careful that you do not forget the Lord your God, failing to observe his commands, his laws, and his decrees that I am giving you this day. Otherwise, when you eat and are satisfied, when you build fine houses and settle down, and when your herds and flocks grow large, and your silver and gold increase, and all you have is multiplied, then your heart will become proud, and you will forget the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. He led you through the vast and dreadful desert, that thirsty and waterless land with its venomous snakes and scorpions. He brought you water out of hard rock. He gave you manna to eat in the desert, something your fathers had never known, to humble and to test you so that in the end it might go well with you. You may say to yourself, my power and the strength of my hands have produced this wealth for me. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth and so confirms his covenant which he swore to your forefathers as it is today. If you ever forget the Lord your God and follow other gods and worship and bow down to them, I testify against you today that you will surely be destroyed. Like the nations the Lord destroyed before you, so you will be destroyed for not obeying the Lord your God. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Have a blessed day.